Welcome back from our summer mini vacation hiatus as we're jumping into the new iRacing series Formula Vee. And although you're going to see this number 5 car a lot, this car is definitely not mine. Trust me, I am not that awful in this car. Good day, everybody. Welcome back here to Qwikstreet Sims. This is the first video that we've done in a while. I kind of took the summer months off. It's a little difficult to record at home when everybody else is here, but we're jumping into some iRacing action. As you can see, that it's me in the Team Razor Formula Vee car, and we are over here at the Tsukuba Steve track, which is what I call it. It's the Tsukuba track, and this is the Rookie Series, this new version or a new league series that has started up in iRacing in the 2021 Season 3 episode. Actually, I've been doing pretty good in this series, especially on this track, and we're doing a lot better than the Monster Energy car here. So you're going to see this turn is going to give a lot of people difficulty. Hey, there's number 5. He's from the beginning of this video. Alright, we're going to go back to myself here. We are sitting here in P3 as we are hunting down. I'm just going to kind of stay back here. And it's kind of my goal. I know you guys are probably all cringing that I downshift into second going around that turn. Actually, I have no problems in this vehicle downshifting around certain turns. Everyone seems to have issues. Even I don't brake going around the turns because there's nobody that can control this vehicle in these type of turns. But this race here that we recorded, which was probably about 2 weeks ago in the series, and it's probably my 5th race here, and I've been doing really well, sitting in at least P5, P4, really gaining up my IR. At the start of the Formula Vee, I was like 1000s, and now, as you can see, I'm up to 1.2 here, and at the end of it, I think I'm sitting mid 1500s right now, all thanks to the Formula Vee series. We're definitely, our IR is doing a lot better than that guy. Oh, and then, you hate to see it. And there goes Lightning McQueen here, and he's going to try to come back in, and, well, you do a rejoin like that, you are going to lose your wheel. And he's going to try to drive. Let's see how well this thing does as a tricycle. Not too well. Alright, back up to the lead pack here. We can barely see P1, which is in the Jimmy Broadbent livery that you're going to see here. We'll zoom into him in a little bit. But my goal, what I've been doing on these tracks is I'm not being overly aggressive, because if you become overly aggressive in this car is going to get away from you and you're going to end up making mistakes. So I just like sitting back kind of mid-pack, and I will let everybody else be aggressive, because in a 12-minute rookie race, someone is bound to make some serious boo-boos, and it's going to cost them and probably others around them very dearly. What I love to see, hopefully in Season 4 on the Formula Vees, is an advanced series, like we do with the Advanced MX-5s. A little bit longer race, a License D, getting into some different tracks other than all the ones that are provided as the base content for iRacing. So that'll kind of weed out some of the lesser dedicated drivers to the iRacing platform. But it's really good to have this series because it's something I know that I can do every week. And I believe, as of right now, currently in my state club, I'm in the top 20 for Formula Vees, which is really good since I missed probably about the first 3 weeks of this season. So I'm just trying to make up some points here. So we focus up to P2. You're going to see, there's P1 spinning out, which causes P2 to get nervous, and he spins out. And luckily, I was a couple seconds back, so I was just able to scoot on by. But is that the 5 car again? Yes, it is. As he does a stupid rejoin, but luckily he got lucky and didn't take anybody out this time. It's a little foreshadowing there for you guys. And now I'm sitting here, only 1 second back from number 8 car, William here. We do have, going to be blurring out the main relative down here at the bottom. because we kind of protect people's full names while we're showing off some of our iRacing content. So maybe I'm going to have to modify my overlays in the future, so it'll make less work when I'm doing editing, and I don't have to blur these things out. Maybe we'll just do first name basis. But P3, he's a couple seconds back, so there's still plenty of race here. We are only about 6 minutes in, coming up to this treacherous corner that everybody seems to be having problems with, except for me, still sitting at 0x. Still sitting at 0x. But these guys aren't sitting at 0x. Alright, just a little, try to drift that like Tokyo Drift. Luckily that wasn't as bad as it could have been, but you know who this is. This has got to be number 5. Or is this number 7? He has the same paint job, but just drives just as bad. Nope, it's 5. And someone's coming, and he tries to stay on track, but that's awful. That is not a good rejoin. Before we get back to me, you know what's going to happen. People can't drive a straight line. And Steve McQueen, Lightning McQueen, taking somebody else out, and then this guy comes across the track and clips that number 4 car. And, well, you're going to have to get that towed back. You're not going to make it back to the pits there, buddy. Alright, so back up here with me. We're gonna, well, I don't think we're gonna last on me for quite longer, because we're gonna focus on some other action. You know it's coming. These guys can't keep these cars on the track here. It's bound to happen anytime. And actually, the worst accident is yet to come. So usually lap 1, you know, you get a big incident that will clear out the competition. That is not happening. Not yet. Who is it? It's 7, everybody. Not number 5 this time. Alright, so since we took the summer off, I did not take a long break from actually playing video games. I did a lot of sim racing. I did take a short break when we went on vacation with the family, but I did still do a lot of iRacing. Tried to do a couple leagues. There's a few leagues that I wish I was still in, like Full Throttle, but I kind of messed that up by not putting in a vacation request. And I didn't have a lot of the NASCAR content, so I couldn't keep up with them. And it's not really an early start time, 9 p.m. Eastern, but I'm still doing stuff with the family, so it kind of hurt my availability, and I just wish those guys luck. Hopefully in the future I'll be able to jump back in with them, because that was a very competitive and friendly group of guys. That is Full Throttle Sim Racing, the original real FTSR league on iRacing. I don't care what the other people say. So what we have planned here for the fall is we're going to keep doing some sim racing. We're about 8 months into my devotion, I guess. We're still going to be playing lots of simulation type games, which is kind of what this channel now is focusing towards. But we do have some ideas that are coming up for the fall. Like, I would love to upgrade my Thrustmaster T150, which has been very dear to me and very reliable over the last 4 or 5 years. Especially, we started off using it for farm sim and truck sim and snow runner kind of action. But I think with sim racing, I need something a little bit more powerful. So we're looking at that, but to upgrade, I really don't want to attach something a lot more powerful and nicer just to my wooden desk. So we are actually, in the next month or two, going to be building an actual sim rig. I think we're going to do a budget build here, show that off on the YouTube channel. And we are going to pick a very cheap, but looks like a reliable sim rig as our base frame. And we are going to kind of do a Frankenstein kind of style, and just modify it to what we actually need here. We're also going to be doing a couple product reviews. Going to go over some software stuff that I use in not just iRacing, but what I use over in Race Room, which I would love to do a little bit more of. But the times that I play, the multiplayer is just not as active, so we're going to try to fix that up a little bit. Oh, and here we go. There goes that number 5 again. And actually, we're going to go back and watch the number 5 because this is the best moment of the race. Number 5, of course, spinning out again. There I go, safely by. But he ends up taking out my competition, number 1. Then that guy misses, but there goes number 7. There's the third car to hit him. And wait, this clown is not done. This Jagwagon, after being pummeled a couple times, decides to drive up on the track, right into Lightning McQueen, and backs into him, and now they're stuck. And look, he backs up again. He's blocking him. I really hope the number 9 car reported this guy, because this guy was, as the term I've heard before, a real jackwagon. So actually, we're going to take a look at this at a different angle, because this fiasco, I mean, we're almost 12 minutes into the race. We're coming into the last lap, and this guy does this. I saw him spin out in that hairpin, and I got a little bit nervous because I'm in the lead, and every time I've been in the lead on any kind of track, I either make a mistake or some jackwagon like that, good lord, does some stupid stuff and just ruins my race. Well, he's ruined 3 other people's races there. I think he's hit 2 other people earlier. And we're going to watch it from the TV3 angle. Monster Energy vehicle gets by him there. And here I come shortly behind in Team Razor. I got real nervous, so I backed off a little bit. I could have been a lot closer to him because I had the speed. But I had the distance, and I just wanted to kind of play it safe. And good thing I did. Otherwise, in that turn, I would have had to go a little bit wider. And, well, jeez. I hate to see it. Especially since he took out the guy that was sitting in P2. Luckily, that guy that got hit first didn't take on too much damage. I don't know how he managed that. But he was only a few seconds behind me, as we'll soon switch back because, all right, we've seen enough of this wreckage. This is just despicable. So actually, I mean, about 2 minutes left, so we got about 2 or 3 laps left to go, and P2 is about 4.5 seconds behind, which should be a comfortable lead. And I at that point, I kind of realized that I'm going to be playing it safe, and I should be able to walk this thing home. Should be able to walk this thing home, as I'm going to repeat. I'm getting nervous because I've yet to have a road win on my last 8 months here. Actually, I'm still looking for my first road win here on iRacing. I've got 1 in oval, 2 on dirt road, and maybe 1 on the other one, dirt oval. The road wins always seem to escape me. Either the guy that is in P1 just has a huge lead by the end of the first 2 or 3 laps, that there's no catching him. But in Formula V's, I've been pretty consistent at sticking up here. So I'm taking every turn I can gingerly, and then I'm going to be stuck with a couple back markers here. And of course, this guy, I think he eventually lets me by, but not after. He kind of slows me up a little bit. I don't want to get too close. Half second behind is close enough, but he's going to take a little bit of a spin there, and we're going to just take it away. So we're at the 12-minute mark already for this race, which this lap, I don't know why this lap didn't become the white flag. I think wait, is this the white flag one? I can't remember. But here's problems. Last lap, and someone coming out of the pits into turn 1 hairpin really freaked me out. I thought this was it. I had to let this guy by. He wasn't going to back off, even though he definitely has the blue flag. Because, I mean, he's 5th place and he's already lapped down. So that just tells you how bad everybody else's races are. So I kind of let him move along. Hopefully he's going to keep up. And I'm just going to sit back here. But P2 and P3, they're closing in because I got stuck behind 2 other back markers and just kind of slowing my pace down. And I'm not risking running into this guy. So we're going to turn into TV3 as we're coming down the last stretch here. As you can see how close this is going to be. I am just going to let this guy, or we're coming into the second to last turn. They're about a second and a half, P2 and P3. I'm still going to be on the podium, but there's still a chance that I could blow this. Luckily, he pulls off to the side, but he's going to take the inside line, which is, I'm going to have to slow up a little bit. Otherwise, we would have collided. I'm going to take my turn nice and slow. Monster Energy, he's a lap down, so he's kind of protecting me a little bit. But look at this move. Like, one more lap, I would not have been able to hold on to lap 1. I just won this race by the skin of my teeth. I was so excited, though. My heart was, just watching these highlights, my heart is still racing. This is just, once you get that first win in iRacing, you guys know what it's like. It's pure adrenaline. And I don't know why we kind of stopped here, as we're still doing our outlap here. All right, we're gonna have to do a little bit of. I did a little bit of audio editing. I don't know. I'm watching my outlap while we're doing the vocals here, because we do now have to do our celebratory spin out, our donut switch. Guess what? I've never practiced doing this because I don't know. I guess it's something I'm gonna have to practice in the cars that I drive, just in case something like this ever does happen. But we are going to attempt to do some donuts in the Formula Vee here as soon as we get to the striped line here, the finish line, whatever we're going to call it here. But we got more videos now that it's the end of the summer. We got some other stuff coming up. So if you do like this content, want to see more on Qwikstreet Sims, please give a like, comment down below, and of course, subscribe here to the YouTube channel. Probably going to kick up some streaming again on Twitch, probably YouTube as well. And pay attention for the upcoming sim rig build that we're going to be doing here on Qwikstreet Sims. Until next time, see you guys later. Peace out.